Hello, Aquarius. How are you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It's Greg here, finally back. And I'm here to do a reading for you for February 2020. So I guess the big question is where did I go? And a lot of you guys know that I'm a singer and a piano player for Norwegian Cruise Lines. I'm a performer on the ships. So you also know I had a really rough year last year, so I dropped my entire life and left 90% of my things and moved onto a boat on the ocean traveling the world for a few months. And I cannot explain to you how incredible it was for me to make new friends and to find the magic of life again and to heal and to be able to come back to this channel and feel I don't know, inspired to help and to be a part of the dialogue and the conversation. So I'm happy to be back. Let's waste no time though. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. We're going to pull an oracle card first and then we'll pull tarot. What's our message for Aquarius? Aquarius, February 2020. Folks, I'm doing no personal readings right now, but hopefully I'll open those up soon. I just don't know what is going on. What's our message for Aquarius? What's our message for Aquarius? Aquarius, what's our message for Aquarius? Everybody take big deep breaths. Okay. You know, Aquas, when I was meditating on your energy before this reading, and I was pre-shuffling, the Ten of Swords came out. And the energy, as I continued to shuffle, got heavy. And so the first card that's coming out for you here is the card of release. And you know what? I have found in my life that this is probably one of the hardest things to do. To release. Because we are afraid of what life might be like if we let go of the things that may already perhaps be dead and gone in our life. And it doesn't even mean people. I mean, you know, sometimes, like for me as a human being, I will carry the trauma of a person much longer than I will carry the memory or the idea or the identity of them. Right? I will not release the trauma because it just feels strange to let it go. It feels like, you know, it feels hard to do. But there are things in your life right now as we move into a Mercury retrograde period, which I think kicks in on the 16th of February of this month. This retrograde for you is probably going to be about releasing what is dead weight. You know, I also think of the Ten of Wands when I think of this kind of energy because it's such a burden to carry, and on the journey that you're walking on, it's not going to be reasonable for you to carry so much weight. You're going to have to release. And this idea of new beginning is really so heavy in the energies right now. And I think it's because us as a collective are viewing 2020 as not only a new year, but a new decade. And I think there's a lot of energy around big change. And I think that we are kind of sending those rockets of desire off to the universe, and I think it's responding. But I also think that the universe wants us greatly to release what is in there that's just taking up space. You know, it's like when you take all these ridiculous selfies of yourself and you have like all these selfies just like clogging up your phone. Delete that shit. Release that shit. Release it. I want to pull some tarot for you as well. Tell me what we have for Aquarius here in the month of February 2020. We already have such an intense energy moving into the reading. I'm having to take extra deep breaths here. The cat is singing. Oh my God, check it out. If it isn't the Ten of Swords, this is exactly what I'm saying. We have been through some shit here, Aquarius. There has just been a testing of life here for you. I don't know how long this has been going on, but it's caused its own fair share of damage in your life in some way. George agrees. You know, I think about this card, and I think heavily about after the battle is over and you somehow manage to survive with 10 swords in your back and apparently one literally through your eyeballs, which is terrifying. You manage to survive it, but you're so wounded that you ask yourself the question of how am I even going to begin to pick up the pieces of where I am. This is an intense energy, guys, because we're 5 minutes in and I've only pulled 2 cards. What else do we have for Aquarius? This is crazy. It's very deep. Come on, what do we got for Aqua? Feb 2020. Okay. Yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles here. And we have the Judgment card. Some of us could be going through some situations where our finances have really been in disarray. For some of you, could have lost a job or you've been asked to leave a job. For some of you, you may straight up be feeling abandoned. You may be feeling like, you know, as many tarot card readers define this card, being left out in the cold, they'll often say. And I agree with that sentiment here. Yeah, we have the Hierophant coming out. But you know what I'm seeing here is almost, I'm sensing Aquarius is here who have been crying out to the universe. They've been crying out, please help me. Please help me. Help me get through. I'm feeling down. Please help me. We have this just destroyed energy of a human being who, when you compare these 2 cards, this is somebody broken down, man. And I sensed a heavy energy when we went into this reading. So I'm talking to an Aquarius that's really been going through a rough time, probably in a lot of different ways. And then I'm seeing we have this Judgment and this Hierophant combo, which this is the source, right? And then this is the holy man, the intermediary to spirit. So in some way, we're looking for someone to give us the answers. It's probably why you're here right now, actually, watching this video. Because you're looking for something. Obviously. It's how we use the tarot community, right? When we're looking for a message that helps us understand what the fuck is going on. But this person is somebody who almost says, you know, this kind of archetypal energy, please don't laugh at me. There's better descriptions of this, but I'm seeing this as Julia Roberts in Eat, Pray, Love. Somebody who has just been totally devastated by the circumstances of their life, that begs the universe for an answer, and then the universe whispers back, release. Release. Let it go, sister. Let it go, brother. And I know it's super hard to do. I feel like we're having a heart-to-heart here moment right now, Aquarius. If you're feeling Knight of Pentacles, if you're feeling it right now and you're resonating with this message, stay here. Let's talk. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 8 of Swords. Holy shit. If that is not... Wow. 3 of Wands and then an extra bonus card that wanted to come out, and thank God it did. The Sun. Wow. And on the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. Whew. This is big, guys. This is a lot. in crying out to the universe and being beseeched by the universe to release whatever it is that has really hurt your soul or brought you down, that has created this tower moment. Look, there is no lie. We got a tower moment straight up for some Aquas here. They've been through something. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles. And I just see a plant uprooted from the ground. And then a person comes by, which in this case would be spirit, and puts it back in the ground and nestles its roots back in and feeds it some water and says, now grow again. And it may not be overnight, because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't bring his message to the world quickly. He roots in the ground, and some people say that he doesn't move, and I think that's such a negative way to view him, because that's relegating, you know. He may not move very quickly, but his roots and his stability are well in the ground. He will get to his goal in his own time, in his own defined time. And in that journey, Aquarius will question themselves almost the entire way as to whether they're going to be able to pull this off, or whether they deserve to be going through what they're going through, or whether they just don't quite ever cut it for what they want. That is one modality that Aquarius can adopt. Or Aquarius can release. That was dramatic. And plan for what's to come. And let the new ships come in and go on a new journey. And then find the sun again, and all is well. And not only is it well, it's great. You know, on these two cards here that we were talking about earlier, the Judgment and the Hierophant, they are giving me a very rising from the ashes kind of vibe here in these cards. A phoenix, if you will. A phoenix rising. The tower busts the booty off of your enclosement. And do you know what was inside of the tower, honey? The Eight of Swords. Your mind being wretched. So the tower has come in. It has uprooted your entire understanding of the way your life works. And it's saying release it, grow from it, phoenix, rise from it, and become this badass person. And you have no pressure, brother, sister, to get there in any specific time frame, but you have got to move strong and steady and forward and release what's not working, because the only weight that's good for you is the one encouraging you to root stronger in the ground, so that when these big storms of life come, you can say, no, I will not be moved. And by the way, it's okay to be moved. Resistance is the best way for the roots to learn how to grow and stand strong when the rains come. But you know what also happens when the rains come, baby? You get nourished. You get watered. You get cleaned. And, you know, I don't even know if there's much of a need to clarify these cards, because this message is unwavering. You know, thinking about somebody here who thinks they can't accomplish what they want to accomplish now because of their age. They think that they've run out of time. It's a limiting belief that has caused them to lose a lot of great things in their life, and they've never been able to release it. I'm speaking to somebody who is a mentor for others. That deep down feels like they're not worthy of teaching others. And they are. They are worthy of helping others. They need to release the judgment of themselves that they're not. Speaking to somebody healing from mental health disorder that let it get really bad for a while. Literally to the point where they were literally begging God, the universe, for help. And the universe responded. And it said, release. Release. I know that every single human being on every facet of the planet has their own struggles going on. And in the world around us, Aquarius, things are crazy right now. They are hard to handle. Our gorgeous country of Australia has lost over 1 billion of its wildlife and human lives as well, and tons of species of plant life. Our world has become a safe haven for the idea of war. It's dangerous out there in the world. Sometimes it's hard to keep a grasp on what's happening. If you're watching the news every day, you're discouraged about your own personal journey to getting to where you want to go. But this is the thing, Aquarius. The world beats us all down. We're all connected in that way. And when it does, I promise you, when you beg out to the universe, send me what I need, it'll come in the form of tons of different things. But it will come. Sometimes you won't really even be able to rationalize it. Why is it happening to me? Because, my friend, you've got to teach others what it means to go through trauma and survive it. And go through life and inherit it. And look at your ancestors and say, hell yeah, bitches. I made it to that generational accomplishment for myself. You still have time, and you still haven't what it takes. But if you carry all of that pain with you, Aquarius, if you carry it with you, you're not going to have the stamina to get to your greatest story. And I know you want to get to this part of your story. I want you to be there too. But it matters that you release. This has been a beautiful message, and I'm glad I did it. These readings today have just been really gorgeous and sweet, and yours is too. I'm going to leave it here, folks. There's nothing else to say. I'm encouraging you in the month of February. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'm sending you the reminder that what you are is enough. Just don't give up the fight, baby. I'll see you soon for your love readings. Bye-bye.